Hi, I'm Jory with SalesRabbit, and today we're going to show you how roofing companies use SalesRabbit. So I've got my iPad plugged into my computer here. So we're going to open it up, and immediately we see this little dashboard for the sales rep. We're going to go to the Sales Hub, and we're going to turn on our weather maps. And we're going to choose hail size. Roofing companies, that do insurance, or a lot of times they're looking for companies that they're looking for hail and damage to roofs. So let's choose yesterday, and let's see what comes up on the map for hail. And it looks like we've got a nice hailstorm here in Iowa. We're going to zoom into that, and I'm just going to draw a little territory around that area. And when I look at that area, the reason I'm drawing a territory here is I can see I've got 2.5 inch hail, 2.25 inch hail, 2 inch hail, 1.75 inch. So I'm going to take the largest hail and draw an area around that. Then I'm going to go ahead and assign that area to myself. And then I'm going to go ahead and filter my data grid on. And the data grid's going to tell me, who lives where. I'm going to change my map to a hybrid view so I can see that. And what it does is it puts a little pin on every house. We're just going to touch that, and it tells me who lives in the house and information about them, how much their home's worth, whether they own or rent the house, things like that. So I knock on the door, and I got Cody, and he says, "Hey, I'd like to go ahead and schedule an appointment." The pins can mean anything. They're all customizable. Once we go into this pin, we can go ahead and take notes. We can go into delete detail. Pulls his name over, so you don't need to retype that. And then you can go ahead and grab a phone number from him, grab an email address, go ahead and schedule any sort of follow-up you have. So you can say, let's go ahead and schedule an appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's going to save that. It's going to sync right over to your calendar that's on the app. A lot of times roofing companies are going to take pictures, and so I'm just going to point this at my screen here, take a picture. You can attach pictures. You can also, if a lot of times roofing companies are going to get a contingency agreement signed, so I've built in just a sample contingency agreement. It's going to take your contingency agreement, it's going to load it in, it's going to pre-fill it with the name of the person that lives in the house and all their information. Then you're just going to click sign, go ahead and get a digital signature and insert that, and continue. And what it does is it attaches that digital contract to the lead itself, and so you can go back and access that anytime you want. We can also send it to the office, things like that, and then you're back going to the neighbor and knocking on the neighbor's door and talking to them as well. So that's how a roofing company uses SalesRabbit.